So let's say we have this square root. Keep in mind that a square root is an exponent, so it obeys the properties of an exponent. What you want to do when you're dealing with square roots is think of how you could factor this down. How could you factor this so that you could get a perfect square root? Like for instance, this won't change the problem at all, right? Oh, come on, computer. There we go. That doesn't change the answer, right? Because you still have to do inside the square root first, and then you can evaluate the square root. So 50 is the same thing as 25 times 2. And the whole reason I did that is because now, using the properties of exponents, that's square root of 25 times the square root of 25 is just 5, and the square root of 2, who the heck knows, but this is a simplified square root. Okay, let me think of another one here. So if you get the square root of 147, what you want to try to think of is numbers that you can take a square root of perfectly. Like maybe 9, we could factor out a 9 from 147 because we know how to take the square root of 9, but unfortunately it doesn't fit in. So 4 would work if it would fit in evenly, but it doesn't. 4, 9, 16 is another perfect square root. That's not going to work though because it's not even. 25 is another perfect square root. 36 is another perfect square root. Nothing's working. So this one, 49 is a perfect square root because the square root of 49 is 7. Okay, so that's how we simplify square roots. Let's see. So I wrote down, I think I meant this. If you're asked to simplify this, keep in mind a square root is a 1/2 power. And when you have powers on top of powers, they multiply. So 6 times 1/2 makes x to the 3rd. Okay. And then if we have to simplify something like this, the square root of a to the 4th, b to the 11th, you could rewrite it as 2 separate square roots. It's an exponent. And so 1/2 times 4 makes 2 because it's a 1/2 power. And then you could write this as b to the 11 over 2 is this. It might just want you to leave it because the 1/2 times 11 doesn't come out cleanly. Okay, so that's a little bit about simplifying square roots.